Hello, my beautiful, radiant Leo souls, and welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom. This is your sacred space, the place where we decipher the universe's grand design to help you step into the magnificent golden destiny you were born to live. Before we begin, I want you to do something for me. Place a hand over your heart. Feel its steady, powerful beat. That, my dear Leo, is the rhythm of a king, a queen, a true sovereign. Now take a deep, courageous breath and exhale any lingering whisper of doubt that you are not worthy of the throne you were born to occupy. Because today, my friends, we are not just talking about a minor astrological shift. We are talking about your coronation. We are talking about a 25-year golden era of abundance, creativity, and authentic power that is being gifted to you by the cosmos, and the inauguration date is set for July 23rd. Are you ready to finally claim your crown? Are you ready to step into the full, magnificent, unapologetic radiance of who you truly are? This is not a fleeting moment. This is a profound turning point, a seismic shift in your soul's very foundation, and it has been building beneath the surface for a very long time. If you can feel even a spark of this truth igniting in your heart right now, let the universe know you are ready to receive your divine inheritance. Click that like button as a sign of your royal decree. And in the comments below, I want you to declare it, to own it. Type, "My golden era begins now." Let's create a wave of sovereign energy together. Now on July 23rd, a powerful alignment occurs as Mars, the planet of action, forms a beautiful trine with Neptune, the planet of dreams. For you, magnificent Leo, ruled by the glorious sun itself, this is the cosmic equivalent of a stage light, finally finding you, illuminating you in your most authentic, brilliant truth. For years, you may have felt like you were on a grand stage, but you were performing a role written by someone else. You've been the pillar of strength, the source of warmth, the entertainer, the leader. But how often did you feel you had to temper your own brilliance? How often did you dim your own light, just a little, so as not to outshine others? How often have you waited for the applause, for the external validation, to feel that you were worthy, that you were enough? You held your power in a state of performance, always seeking the right cue, the right approval. But my dear, beautiful lion, the astrology of this moment is a profound cosmic revelation. You are not just an actor on the stage. You are the sun that lights the entire stage. The dimness you felt was never a lack within you. It was the result of you giving your power away, seeking your light in the reflection of others' eyes instead of from your own magnificent, ever-burning inner core. This shift is a release, not through force, but through a deep, soul-level permission you are finally giving to yourself. It feels like you are walking into a throne room that has always existed inside you, but until now, you thought you had to earn the right to sit there. Now, the grand doors swing open, and what you feel is not fear or arrogance. It is a profound, unshakable sense of readiness, a feeling of finally truly coming home to your own power. And as this glorious truth settles into your bones, a new clarity emerges. To ascend to this throne, there are certain things, certain roles, certain masks, certain heavy robes that you must leave at the door. Let's talk about this sacred act of release, shall we? Because for you, Leo, this isn't about shedding a skin. It's about abdicating from the roles that have kept you from your true sovereignty. It's about taking off the heavy, ill-fitting costumes you've worn for the sake of others and finally standing resplendent in the glorious truth of your own being. Saturn, the great teacher of mastery and responsibility, is currently retrograding in the mystical sign of Pisces. For you, this is happening in your 8th house, the house of deep transformation, intimacy, shared power, and the hidden psychological currents that run our lives. What does this mean? It means the universe is lovingly asking you to dive deep into your own emotional waters and ask the courageous questions. Where have you been sourcing your power from? Have you been relying on the approval, the validation, or even the resources of others to feel secure? Have you been performing in relationships, in your career, in your life, in exchange for love and acceptance? Please hear the love in my voice when I say this. The universe is not punishing you. It is liberating you. It is helping you unplug from all the external power sources you've been connected to so that you can finally realize you are a self-generating, magnificent sun. You don't need to borrow light from anyone. Some doors are closing now, not because you failed, but because the performance is over. You have outgrown the need to play a part. This could be a relationship where you felt you had to be constantly on to be loved. It could be a career path that gave you status but stifled your creative fire. It could be the inner story that you have to be perfect, strong, and flawless at all times to be worthy of your crown. When these roles begin to fall away, you might feel a moment of vulnerability, of nakedness. Who am I without the applause? Who am I without this title? That is a sacred and beautiful question. It means you are finally getting to the truth of you. This is not an act of loss. It is an act of profound liberation. You are no longer auditioning for a role in your own life. You are the writer, the director, and the star of your own magnificent epic. Let the need for external validation go, my friend. The sovereign you are becoming doesn't require an audience to know their worth. You are finally free to lead, to create, and to love from a place of pure, authentic, heart-centered power. And as you clear this inner stage, the universe prepares to flood it with a new kind of abundance. Now let's talk about abundance, Leo. Because your relationship with wealth, resources, and value is about to be royally upgraded. As we move through the heart of your season in late July and into August, your ruling planet, the glorious sun, is shining brightly, supported by the energy of Venus in your sign and Mercury in practical Virgo. This is lighting up the axis of your personal value and your creative expression. For too long, your financial life may have been tied to your performance. You worked hard to prove your worth. You hustled for the promotion. Maybe you even gave away your brilliant ideas for free, just for the joy of creating and being seen. Your generosity is one of your greatest gifts, but it has sometimes come at the expense of your own treasury. Well, get ready for a paradigm shift. The universe is about to remind you that a truly benevolent ruler must also have a thriving kingdom. The energy is shifting from earning your worth to embodying it. You are beginning to understand, on a soul-deep level, that your prosperity is a natural extension of your radiance. As you begin to honor your creative fire, as you set boundaries around your time and energy, and as you begin to charge what your magnificent talents are truly worth, the universe will not just meet you, it will shower you with gold. The right opportunities, collaborations, and ventures will begin to flow to you, not because you're the most visible, but because your authentic light has become an irresistible beacon. You are no longer scattering your creative energy like confetti. You are focusing it like a sunbeam, investing it in projects, passions, and purposes that make your royal heart sing. And the financial rewards will be a direct reflection of that joyful, heart-centered investment. This isn't about greed, Leo. This is about divine resourcing. The universe wants to fund your grandest visions. Think legacy. Think creative empire. Think about building a platform from which your generosity can flow even more freely. Investing in yourself, your skills, your well-being, your brandies, the most powerful financial move you can make right now. Money ceases to be a measure of your popularity and becomes a tool for your purpose. You are learning to receive with the open-hearted grace of a beloved sovereign. You are learning to spend with the joy of a true creator. You are realizing that your unique, radiant creative heart is the most valuable asset you possess. The energy you once spent on the performance is now being channeled into building your kingdom. And my friend, no one builds a kingdom with more style, more heart, and more magnificent flair than you. As this new golden foundation is laid, the cosmos has orchestrated 3 royal appointments for you before the end of 2025, 3 gateways that will accelerate your ascension to the throne. Your 3 royal gateways to sovereignty. These are not random chances, Leo. These are divinely timed initiations designed to test your commitment to your crown and reveal the true depth of your power. 1. The first gateway, the Royal Council, late July, early August. During this window, as Mercury and Venus dance together, opposing transformative Pluto, a key person will enter your court. This might not be a grand romance, but rather a mentor, a collaborator, or even a wise critic whose words feel like a missing piece of your strategic map. They will see past your performance to the true potential of your reign. They are a divine counselor, sent to offer you a piece of wisdom or a perspective that shifts everything. Do not let your pride dismiss their counsel. A true sovereign listens. This quiet conversation could be the very thing that helps you design the blueprint for your empire. 2. The second gateway. The shattering of the crown, mid-September. As eclipse season arrives, an old symbol of your identity may shatter. This could be a job title, a public image, or a role you've played that has defined you. It may feel shocking, a blow to the ego, and it might stir your deepest fears of being seen as a failure. But I urge you, my brave lion, look closer. This is not a dethronement. This is the shattering of a false crown so that you can receive your true one. The universe is lovingly breaking the facade, the perfect image you fought so hard to maintain, so that your authentic, vulnerable, and far more powerful self can be revealed. Let it shatter. What emerges from the pieces is not weakness, but the unshakable strength of your true heart. 3. The third gateway, the lion's roar. November. As we move toward the end of the year, a situation from your past will reappear, offering you a chance to reclaim your voice. This could be a creative project you abandoned because you feared it wasn't good enough, or a relationship where you felt your heart was unheard. This is your cosmic do-over. Will you shrink back into the old pattern, or will you stand in your truth and let your authentic roar be heard? This is your opportunity to meet a moment that once wounded your pride with the quiet, unshakable confidence of a true sovereign, reclaiming your power and healing a deep part of your heart. Each of these gateways carries the same royal decree. You are not the person who needed that role, that mask, that applause. You are a sovereign now, and you are creating the rules of your own magnificent kingdom. And this, my glorious Leo, is just the overture to your grand symphony. The 25-year golden reign, your soul's coronation. What begins on July 23rd is the dawn of a new age for you, a 25-year epic of creation and leadership that will unfold in 5 majestic acts. Act 1, 2025-2030. The rehearsal is over. After years of preparing and performing, these first 5 years are your main stage era. The rehearsal is over. This is when you step into the spotlight without a script, trusting your heart to lead. You will take bold, creative risks. You will launch the project, start the business, write the book, and love with an open, courageous heart. You will say yes to your soul's calling, even when your mind is full of fear. This is not recklessness. This is the glorious, fiery ignition of your authentic creative power. You're not just playing a part, you are living your art. Act 2, 2030-2035, Building the Kingdom. In this next act, the vibrant creative energy of your awakening begins to take form. You are no longer just improvising, you are building your kingdom. Structure arrives now not as a limitation, but as the grand architecture for your vision. Your leadership solidifies. People are drawn to your warmth, your vision, and your unwavering integrity. The projects you start now become the cornerstones of your legacy. You stop wondering if you deserve to lead and simply start leading from the heart. Your wealth, your influence, your creative empire, they are no longer abstract concepts. They are the tangible, beautiful reality you inhabit every day. Act 3, 2035-2040, The Radiant Reign. Now you are not just a leader, you are a luminary. This is your mission phase. You are so secure in your own light that your primary focus becomes shining it on others. You rule your kingdom with generosity, wisdom, and a playful heart. Your voice becomes a source of inspiration and courage for many. Whether it's through mentorship, philanthropy, or creating art that heals and uplifts you, become a sun that warms everyone in its orbit. You don't need to command respect. Your authentic radiance inspires devotion naturally. Act 4, 2040-2045, The Heart of the Sun. After so much outward expression and leadership, this phase marks a profound turn inward. You begin to discover the quiet, still powerful center of your own fire. You will crave peace, not as an escape, but as a source of power. You may simplify delegating the running of your kingdom to trusted souls so you can focus on what truly nourishes your heart. This isn't about retirement, it is about refinement. You learn that the greatest power isn't in the raw, but in the silent, unshakable confidence of your own being. You no longer need a kingdom to feel like a sovereign. Your own heart is your throne. Act 5, 2045-2050, The Golden Legacy, and finally, dear Leo, you enter the era of your legacy. The warmth you have generated, the light you have shared, the kingdom you have built, it now runs on its own. Glorious momentum, a gift to the world that will outlive you. You will see the beautiful, far-reaching impact of your courage and your heart. You will no longer be striving. You will be basking in the glow of a life well lived, a purpose fulfilled. You will understand that the greatest act of a sovereign is to create a world that is warmer and brighter than they found it. And in that, you will find a joy so profound, it is the very definition of peace. Your Royal Decree, a Cosmic Action Plan. July, Deck 2025. To begin this majestic 25-year journey, the universe provides you with a royal action plan for the next 6 months. These are your first decrees, your sacred actions to align your daily life with your grand destiny. July, the month of the bold declaration. Your creative fire is high. Your homework is to make one bold public declaration of your creative intentions. Announce the project, share the dream, put a stake in the ground for your vision. August, the month of radiant self-love. You are in your power. Season, your assignment is to treat yourself like the royalty you are. Invest in something that makes you feel magnificent. A spa day, a new outfit that feels like armor, a weekend away. Fill your own cup first. September, the month of courageous vulnerability. As an old identity begins to crack, Your assignment is to share your authentic feelings with one trusted person. Let the mask down. Admit you don't have all the answers. True strength is found in vulnerability. October, the month of harmonious creation. After the intensity, seek balance and beauty. Your assignment is to engage in a creative act, purely for the joy of it, with no goal or audience in mind. Finger paint dance in your living room, sing in the shower. Reconnect with your inner child, the source of your joy. November, the month of the sovereign move. A powerful decision is ready to be made. Your assignment is to take one decisive action that affirms your leadership. This could be saying no to an old obligation or saying yes to a new responsibility that aligns with your heart. December, the month of lavish generosity. As you begin to receive the first fruits of your new era, your assignment is to practice lavish generosity. This isn't just about money. Give a heartfelt compliment. Share your knowledge freely. Let your warmth be a gift to everyone you meet. My magnificent lion-hearted Leo, we have journeyed through the acts of your future and stood in the throne room of your soul. As you step away from our time together today, I want this truth to be branded on your heart. This is not an accident. Your soul has been preparing for this coronation for lifetimes. Every challenge has been a lesson in leadership. Every heartbreak has been a lesson in heart-centered courage. Here at Cosmic Wisdom, we know that you are the creator of your own magnificent reality. You don't have to wait for the coronation. You simply have to meet this moment with the deep, steady, joyful knowing that you were born to rule the kingdom of your own life. The golden era isn't on its way, my beautiful Leo. You are already wearing the crown. Now go and reign. If this message has made your heart roar with recognition, please share it with a fellow Leo who is ready to claim their throne. And be sure to subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom so we can continue this beautiful journey of empowerment together. You can continue your path to sovereignty right now by tapping on one of the videos you see on your screen. Thank you for your beautiful, radiant presence today. It has been an honor to share this cosmic wisdom with you. I am sending you all my love and wishing you a reign filled with joy, abundance, and magnificent purpose. I will see you in our next sacred session.